Bye. So why is it Christmas every year? During the Christmas holidays, people give gifts to their children, to their coworkers, to their friends, and to strangers. The spirit of Christmas is to give without any regard of getting a reward. But just because it isn't Christmas doesn't mean it can feel like Christmas every day of the year. A good way of doing this is by donating or volunteering. Helping the needy brings a warming to your heart and especially to theirs. So could it really feel like Christmas every day of the year? I would like to think so. Today I've come here to speak to you about donating and volunteering, more specifically in the Wilson County area. Giving your time, food, and clothes that you can spare is essential to the survival of the help centers that organize help for the needy. Without your support, these centers would crumble and fall. Without them, the needy have nowhere else to go and could succumb to starvation, hypothermia, and or criminal injustice. I regret to say that I was never a big donator or volunteer until just a few years ago. I didn't think people in my area needed help, and I didn't think I could help them in any sort of way until I did a little bit of research and I found out that people in our area actually do need help, and that we can actually do help for them. Today I want to convince you that people in our area do need this help, and people that need this help is not a million miles away, not over an ocean in another country, but actually our neighbors need our help. The supplies that the help centers need are not free. They actually cost money that donators and volunteers will give, and this goes back to the community. On the community's help center's website in 2016, helpwilsoncounty.com, the board of directors gives a few statistics of what they actually need to provide help for the entire community. Last year alone, they provided 3,000 pounds of non-perishable foods to feed the hungry, and they still needed more. Last winter alone, they donated over 1,000 coats to warm the needy, and they still needed more. So we need more donators to donate to keep the needy needs kept. The help centers are also understaffed. They constantly need volunteers to help distribute food and educators to help utilize the assistance program. The community's time is needed and well spent for helping the community distribute food and clothes to who they need it. The website also goes on to explain that the programs are being dismissed and sometimes even eliminated altogether. What a help program is a gathering of people that raises money and awareness and donations for a certain problem, a specific problem. The need for help grows each day, and the donation and the volunteer works keeps on getting smaller and diminishes. It is sad to see that this is actually happening to our communities. So how do we solve such a big problem like this? We solve this big problem just like you would eat an elephant. The answer is one bite at a time. You cannot solve such a big problem all at once. It takes time and dedication. This is realized on their Facebook page, and their official Facebook page is Wilson County's Community Help Center Service, the social service. There are many statistics on there and statements on there made by the directors of the community that 100% of the materials such as clothes, food, money, and donations go straight to the community. There is no middleman. This is because it's a non-profit organization set on only doing good and 100% work. Your help for the community is not only helps your donations for the community not only help the individual that you donate it to, but it also helps the entire community together, bringing them to get closer together just like a family. They also make statements like that they need volunteers to help assemble boxes, organize and distribute clothes, and many different various jobs whenever they are organizing their thrift stores in the community center. This is due to understaffing whenever the need keeps on growing. So a way that you can visualize how much this help center actually helps the community is through their Empty Bowl fundraisers. There is a good video on YouTube titled 2050 Empty Bowl Luncheon. Jim Romano is the president of the community center, and he goes into the video and explains exactly how this works. Donators will donate clay and paint for people to just come into the community center and make little craft bowls. They would paint them, they would decorate them, and then they would cook them, and then they would sell them for 100% of the profit. All those profits go straight to the community, to the community's food pantry to feed the hungry. And what the food pantry is just basically where they store all the food, and anybody can come in who needs food and nourishment can go there and eat at any point in the time. So can we actually make it seem like Christmas every single day? You probably already know the answer to that question, and how we actually do that is to get involved, learn the needs of your community, and just go and do it. If you go to the community center and make a bowl, that is a great donation of time and effort that will go to the community. The community center where this is being held at is 203 W High Street in Lebanon, Tennessee. Giving any type of clothing will help keep someone warm when it is actually Christmas time and cold outside, and that can be easily done through their website at helpwilsoncounty.com, and of course you would have to use your local mailing system to do that. The food pantry is constantly running low on food, and it is constantly needing money and donators to keep it filled because the need is always growing. And I can guarantee that you will not regret the time that you spent or the things that you've donated, because it's just a good thing. It's warming into your heart, and it just builds the community back up from the ground up. This is your community as well as everybody else's, so be a part of it, help your neighbor, and make it feel like Christmas every day of the year. So I have presented to you and educated you of the realization of Wilson County's needs, basic survival needs of food, shelter, and clothing. The need for donating and volunteering can only be done with your help to donate, your help to volunteer. So I hope I've persuaded you a little bit to help your neighbor the best way you can, and help make it feel like Christmas every single day of the year, because it's not worth it if people go cold and hungry in your community. The need is great, the time is limited, and your help is appreciated.